Rodney Strong Vineyards farms throughout Sonoma County. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. We want to make sure that we take care of the environment and leave it as good or better for future generations to come. Through the sustainable wine growing practices, we've gone over every acre of our vineyards to make sure that we are doing everything we can to protect and conserve the environment.
Sonoma County made a commitment to be 100% sustainable as a wine region. This is a holistic approach to how we manage our environmental impact in the vineyards, how we work with our community, our neighbors, and our employees, the social equity piece, and finally ensuring that we have an economically viable business year after year so we can continue to focus on things that really matter, which is producing great quality wine from Sonoma County. I'm really proud to work with leaders in our industry like Rodney Strong, who are looking at their sustainability practices in their vineyards as well as their winemaking.
There are many little things that we do at Rodney Strong to save energy, to save water, to practice sustainability. Things such as our motion-activated lights, sweeping the floors rather than using a spray nozzle to wash the grapes away, or our barrel washing procedure. They all save water, they all save energy.
In 2003, we installed 4,032 solar panels. That has allowed us to reduce our energy consumption by 35%. Over a 10-year period, it produced 8.5 gigawatt hours of electricity and avoided the release of 4,498 tons of CO2.
Water is always going to be a big issue in farming. We recognize that, and we like to use all the technology we can to make sure we don't use a drop more than we really need to. We use soil moisture probes, where we actually will see how much water is in a given soil profile and available to vines. We use pressure bombs and pyrometers to measure the actual water status of the vines. And then we use something called Thule technology that measures the evapotranspiration or actual water use of the vineyard. So we know that when we reapply water, we're only going to apply a fraction of what is used by the vine. Vines are very drought hardy. An over-irrigated vine is not going to have as good a wine quality as one that has been kind of floated on that level of water stress, either just happy enough and not happy. Really, only 6% of Sonoma County is covered in grapes, so the rest of it is wild. So when we develop a vineyard, we want to make sure that we integrate with the environment. We don't want to be an island within that environment. So we do a number of things that will kind of assist with that process. We want to use owl boxes to bring in the owls, and we want to maintain raptor perches for all the hawks and falcons that live around here. We fence our vineyards in a way to allow wildlife corridors for all the wildlife to get through the vineyard instead of having to go all the way around it. Fish-Friendly Farming is a program that we participate in that focuses primarily on the watershed. Not only do we restore creek banks back to their natural state to provide shade for the fish, but we control the erosion and sediment that goes down into the creeks and streams. We have several main goals here at Rodney Strong Vineyards. Not only do we want to make great wine, but we want to protect the environment while we're doing it. We've gone over every acre of our estate vineyards to make sure that we're doing everything we can to protect and conserve. We want to make sure that we can continue to farm on our lands for generations to come.